Okay guys, James here from Hey Preska, and I want to do a short video on showing you how to set up the LordIcon animated icons in Divi. Now, as I go to air, or as I'm recording this, there is actually no module that actually fits inside Divi for loading these icons up, because obviously a little bit of complexities, but let's have a look at what they can do. So let's have a look on the screen here. This is what the icons are, and as you can see, as I move around the mouse here, they do all these amazing little animations. There's two styles you get. You get an outlined, or you can get a solid one. Some of the actions, so there's an auto one, which just obviously moves. If you hover, there's a hover. On click, it does an action, and then there's a morphing, so it actually has a bit of reaction to it. They're actually very cool little icons. Now, I've got this 500 plus animated icon pack, and I wanted to show you how I set this up inside Divi. The end result is we're actually going to basically create something like this. Now, I'm not going to go through on how to create anything like this. All I want to do is just show you how you go about inserting the icon and setting it inside. So let's jump in. So what I've done here is within my Divi library, I have a WordPress site here. There's a pen there you can see moving around. What I want to do is actually update that so it's a computer, right? Okay, so back in our Divi library in the module area where I'm building a section row for it, and what we want to do is update this WordPress website, and you can see it's actually just calling from the server. So we want to update this pen to a computer. So I'm going to go over to the LordIcon animated icons area, which you can click on, and it'll just show you all the icons that are available in their system. So the one we want is the computer display, which is number 478. So what I do is I actually open up my file with all my icons in it, and then I'll come through and find the file. So I don't actually load all these files up onto my server because it's just too much. So I just pick the ones I want and load them up. Now we want to take the computer display 478, and I like the outline version. So what I do is actually I actually then grab the rename. So what I do is I rename, and I wasn't able to copy the actual name, and I Control C or Command C, depending on what you're on, and then I come over to my layout and I go into the code module of Divi. It's very important that we're using the code module because we're using a short code, and I place that inside the icon area. You can see it there. I've just highlighted it, and I'm just going to Control V. I've just updated that, and you'll see now I've already preloaded this one up, so I want to show you how easy it is to load the files up. So now what you can do when you're in here is you can change this file size. So let's say I don't like the size of 80, I'm going to change it to 180. Give it a little tick and you'll just see it a little bit, and it's going to be a nice big one over the side. Boom. And let's say I don't want hover, I want click. So when someone clicks on it, it makes, and any moment there it is, click. So I need to click on that for it to take action. So I'm just going to change it back to hover because that's the effect I'm going for. Now what's cool is you can change the palettes here. So let's say we don't like that red there. Within Divi, you know how you can just click on the little icon there if you don't know your hex code, which you're going to pop in. So let's say we're just going to change it to blue. I'm going to change it to, actually let's change it to green so it stands out against that, just for the example here. Any moment, then boom, then we've changed it to green. So let's go and change it back to 80. So there's some of the flexibilities and the things you can do with the icons. Very easy to use and very easy to set up. As a recording, as I mentioned, they don't have a module yet loaded, so you just load and pretext. So we have to work with the short code, which is fine. But hopefully they'll have a Divi module which they'll be able to load into Divi for us, so we can have better control over that icon. Anyway, I hope that helps. Oh, just going to show you how to load up the files. Okay, so how do we load up a LordIcon into WordPress? Well, it's quite simply, there's a plugin which you need to grab from the LordIcon website. You just download the plugin, okay? I assume you know how to install a plugin, so I'm not going to go through that step. But once you have it all set up, you simply just grab the file that you're after. Let's say it was this one. I just drag it across and upload the icon, and that's it. It's that easy. So you can actually load them all up if you want to, but as I said, probably not best to load a stack of icons onto your server. You're trying to reduce sizes, etc. Just grab the ones you want and go from there. And I hope that is of help to you. If you've got any questions about the icon or anything else about Divi, please feel free to give me a comment or a link or a call or whatever. Just get in contact. Bye for now.